Everyone, so I mentioned in one of my recent videos how we were moving because the property I had the horses at for the last 6 years was selling. So I found a place to take Milo and Banksy to. I got a 5-acre pasture that I can rent for them that's fairly close by to where I am. So I took these two guys over first. I'm pretty excited about this place. It's built on an incline, so a lot of the water over the winter should drain out and away from where they are, which will be really good for their hooves and just general life over the winter time. So it should be a way better setup than where they were before. Plus, it's a way larger, more engaging turnout. And the hills are also really good for strengthening Milo's stifle. I've noticed huge changes in his soundness since he went back out on pasture, especially with hills. This is nice. It is a big field.
You have a big field.
You're a big field. Hey, look at how brave he is walking away from Milo. You're just working. He's not looking at you. One of my biggest concerns about moving was finding enough turnout pasture for the horses because I really don't want to downgrade their care and have them going into smaller areas or barns where they cannot have group turnout. So finding this place is a huge relief. We also did find a place to move and live in that has an additional 8 acres of pasture. Running? Why are you running? Why are you running?
That's what a king does, goes to the top of the hill. If he wants to only.
Oh, he's... Guys, come on! Come on! Oh, here he come! Hi! Hi! Oh, Lord. Hi, buddy! He's like, why are you running to... Oh my God. Careful. The head toss. Milo, come on! Milo's like, I walk slowly. Yeah, we'll put their masks on and give them some of their supplements, and then we can fill their water, and then that's all they really need. Hi, sir. My pal. Just soaking some beet pulp for their sups later. So yeah, these are their new digs for like the rest of the summer and then probably the entire winter because it should stay pretty dry here. Video soon. I like all these logs and stuff too because there's just way more enrichment. And there's like that hill they can stand on, the shelter.
Even the whole time, kind of slanted this way a bit.
I wonder what animal this is. It's a vertebrae.
Raccoon, bro.
Huh? No, there's no way this is a raccoon vertebrae. It's way too big. Look at this. Yeah, it goes all the way back here.
That's still up.
Good, they didn't get in there. They've actually done a good number on the grass already. You can see where they walk.
I guarantee they're gonna sleep here every day.
Yeah. In the you'll see if they sleep anywhere in the tall grass, you'll see the spots that they slept in. So yeah, right there. You're right.
Boom. Right here.
Yeah, this grass is the nicest. And then like right in here, it's just cooler. Yeah, like see right here, they probably maybe laid down.
Yeah, certainly here. They ate all this.
Woohoo!
Looks good, isn't it?
Yeah, I like all the natural shade.
It looks huge. Being nice to them, like
Here.
treats and stuff, so that when they move, it's a good thing.
Yeah, no, I think that's also why Milo... What are you guys doing? Milo, why you stare? So yeah, I moved these two guys first because Milo really needs the hill work for his overall soundness and strengthening his stifle, and it's also really good for his feet to be out on dry grass where there is rock that he can go over top of, and I'm going to add some river rock areas so he has to walk over rock to toughen up the soles of his feet. And then Banksy, of course, is a baby, so getting him out where he can move as much as possible is just really important for his brain and also his overall growth and development.
If we bring 2 chairs here, we can have a picnic here.
And just drink some beers.
You love beer.
Yeah, I love beer. Milo,
Oh,
hear that?
Whip it out.
Hates it. See, it needs to get cleaned. Yeah, you pick those off actually when they're out. That's what horse people do. The sheath cleaning. Oh, Milo, you're kind of losing some weight and you're growing your hair nice and long.
It's not as round here.
Yeah. Bye, kids. Make good decisions. Don't do anything silly. Milo, you're the man of the house. You gotta keep track. But you think Banksy is the man of the house? You have much to learn. You learn. Have fun. You're so jet powered. Actually, that was kind of nice. Not gonna lie. And they'll actually probably like rolling in that, so feel free to pose your tucked in shirt. Bye. They can walk across these to build their hoof strength. And then we're adding river rock too to kind of callus their feet a little bit more naturally. But yeah, this is their new digs. Pretty sweet. The last extremely brief update I'm going to do is that I did a thing and I have this little filly, this little wildy filly that I'm going to be taking on. She's come from the same auction as Pistachio, so she's been at the farm that I'm at for a while, but her owner hasn't had a ton of time to work with her, so she's still not gentled. She needs to be halter broke. She's quite nervous of people still, but she'll take food, and she's very, very curious and definitely friendly. So I'm really excited to work with her because I think she's super cute. I'll talk about her more in a different video when we get her moved, because I have to load her into the trailer and get her moved out of here so she can be out with friends on pasture like a baby should be. So yeah, that's kind of my life update for the time being with the horses. Milo and Banksy have settled in really well and they're super happy there, so I'm really happy for them, and I'm really happy with the turnout and how engaging it is and how much more enriching it will be for them. Pistachio and Pogo are still at the place that I've been living at for the last several years. They'll eventually be moving to the new place where we got 8 acres of pasture, or they'll be going with Milo and Banksy at some point. I'm still kind of deciding who I'm going to put where and how the logistics are going to work out, and there's some stuff that we have to do to prepare the 8 acres of pasture for them, like putting in shelters and stuff. So it's going to be really, really busy. I'm having to pack and move all of my horse stuff and all of my house stuff before September 1st. We're really lucky that the property we're going to is letting us bring stuff earlier, so it'll be at least easier because I can start slowly moving stuff over, but it's going to be really hectic and busy. So my content will probably see a reduction, but I do want to show where we're moving once we get all settled in, and I will show the horses' paddocks and whatnot once we get all of that done so that people can see where they're going and kind of where, yeah, what we're doing with them. I'm really excited. It's way more space for them, so it's going to be healthier for them, even though we're not going to have an arena on property, so I'll have to hack them or ride them to an arena or haul them out or just work them in the field. So that will change, but I'm used to riding outside, so it's whatever. The turnout was the most important part for me, and that was kind of one of the non-negotiables. I wouldn't feel comfortable taking them somewhere with an arena if they didn't have a nice lifestyle or if they had to regress in the amount of space or access to friends that they had. That's not something I wanted to do. So I'm happy with how this worked out. It's kind of the best case scenario for a situation that's not the most ideal. It is stressful. It's hard to move a lot of horses and stuff, and you accumulate a lot of stuff when you have horses at home and have so many of them over the years. So going through all that has been hectic, but yeah, I appreciate it. So for anyone who's interested in checking out my stuff, I highly recommend checking out my store at the link down in my bio. If you want training help or access to behind the scenes stuff or training tutorials, check out my Patreon. You can subscribe for as little as $1 a month to have access to much of the behind the scenes stuff, and you can also select training tiers if you want training help with your horses. All of that stuff helps me with performing on these platforms and doing what I do, and it'll also help going towards moving costs and dealing with the break in work that I'll have to take to accommodate that move and do all of that, and also just moving expenses in general. Check out my product line. I've released a bunch of new base layer colors and summer riding shirts, and the bridles are now back in stock. We have some rose gold bridles in stock as well. Those are all available at the links down below in my bio, and any of those sales are just really helpful with continuing to help me bring in an income as we deal with some hardships and unexpected expenses with this move. So I really appreciate that. Also for the base layers, I have some deals ongoing right now if you buy bundles. So if you buy 2, you can get one 30% off with code BUY30 at checkout. Buy 3, get one 50% off with BOGO, B-O-G-O at checkout, or buy 4, get one free with code FREE at checkout. So that's a really good way to try a bunch of different colors if you're interested. Much of the colors we've gotten in will not be restocking. These are one run and done type deal. So if you like the colors you're seeing, I highly recommend getting in now because it's a good chance they won't be coming back. I appreciate all the support, and I hope that this was a decent update for you guys, and that if you have any questions, just feel free to ask, and I'll try to continue updating as I have time.